Aloha and welcome to the Aloha DIS YouTube channel and the High Five Disney News Stories.
Please be sure to subscribe to Aloha DIS for all the latest Disney content and consider leaving a like and comment on this video.
Okay, so first up, Disneyland Paris is going all out with their new nighttime spectacular.
It's called Disney Tales of Magic.
Disney Tales of Magic.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that name, and I love nighttime spectaculars.
Sleeping Beauty's castle is going to be illuminated by lasers, drones, and synchronized fountains.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
It's going to be spectacular.
Yeah.
What I think is so interesting about this is that they're using the same lasers that were used in the Paris 2024 Olympics opening ceremony.
What?
Those ultra-bright lasers that could travel for miles.
Oh yeah, those were crazy. I think it was like 23 miles or something like that.
Yeah, and they're incorporating that into their entertainment. It's a really great example of how Disney is using cutting-edge technology.
Yeah, and then, they're even projecting onto Main Street USA for the first time ever. And there's a brand new anthem composed just for the show called Live in Magic.
Oh, I love that.
I know, I bet it's going to be epic.
It's not just about the technology, though. This show also reflects how Disney is evolving its storytelling.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
They're featuring classic fairy tales, but they're also featuring modern stories like Encanto and Inside Out 2, which deal with more complex themes and emotions.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So picture this. You're in Disneyland Paris. The night sky is lit up with 3D drone figures. Fountains are dancing to the music, and lasers are painting Sleeping Beauty's castle.
Wow. What an immersive experience.
It's going to be pretty amazing.
It really highlights how Disneyland Paris is pushing the boundaries of entertainment, creating a spectacle that's both visually stunning and emotionally resonant.
And speaking of Disneyland Paris, they're undergoing a massive transformation.
Walt Disney Studios Park is actually doubling in size to become Disney Adventure World.
What? Yes!
Disney Adventure World.
It is going to be huge, and the new entrance is going to be called World Premiere. World Premiere.
It's designed to evoke the glitz and glamour of a Hollywood premiere.
Okay, but here's what I'm really excited about. 2 new themed lands. The World of Frozen.
Yes.
Which will transport you right into Arendelle, complete with a central lake for water performances, and the Frozen Ever After boat ride.
And for all you Lion King fans out there, get ready to roar with excitement in the Lion King land.
Yeah. I can't wait to see that log flume cascading from Pride Rock.
Oh my gosh.
Talk about immersive.
I know.
These expansions are a really big deal. I mean, Disneyland Paris is already Europe's most visited theme park.
Yeah.
It's even surpassing the Louvre in popularity.
Wow.
These new additions are definitely going to solidify its status as a top global destination.
I think that's true.
It's a smart move by Disney capitalizing on the popularity of their franchises and creating these experiences that appeal to a really wide range of audiences.
Yeah, they're really thinking long term.
Absolutely.
Let's shift gears from theme parks to streaming.
Ooh. Yeah.
Disney Plus has a brand new show in the works. What is it called?
It's called Coven Academy.
Coven Academy. Okay.
It's a supernatural dramedy about teenage witches protecting their town from a mysterious threat.
So this is kind of following the trend of all that successful Disney Plus witchcraft content that we've seen, like Hocus Pocus and Agatha all along.
Yeah, I think you're right. People love witches.
They do.
And Coven Academy has a pretty impressive pedigree. I mean, it was created by Tim Federle, the mastermind behind the hugely popular High School Musical.
The musical.
The series.
Wow, he is busy.
I know. And he's also working on another Disney Plus show, the live-action comedy Vampirina, which premieres later this year.
So he has a real knack for creating these music-driven comedies that appeal to kids and adults alike.
Yeah.
Like Wizards of Waverly Place with a modern twist.
Right.
I think Coven Academy could be another big win for Disney Plus.
I think so, too.
All right.
For story number 4.
All right, what do we got?
Get ready for cuteness overload because
Yeah.
we're talking about the BDX droids from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland.
Oh, yeah.
They're those adorable little beeping droids that sometimes zip around and cause a bit of chaos.
Oh, they're so cute, but they're also packed with a lot of technology.
I know.
I mean, they have actuators that allow them to balance on one foot. They have multiple computers controlling their movements, LED displays for eye speakers for all those beeps and boops, and even a flashlight.
It's amazing what Disney Imagineering can do.
It's really impressive.
So here's some exciting news. These droids are going intergalactic.
Really?
They're coming to Disney World, Tokyo Disney Resort, and Disneyland Paris.
Oh, wow.
Get ready for a global BDX droid takeover.
I love it.
I know.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more.
The BDX droids are going to be featured in the upcoming The Mandalorian and Grogu film set to premiere in May 2026.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I wonder if they're going to be allies or enemies.
we'll have to wait and see.
But their inclusion in the film just shows how Disney is creating interconnected stories across different platforms.
I love that.
Okay, last but not least, we've got something for all the sports fans out there. Disney Plus is launching a brand new daily sports show called SC Plus.
What is that?
It's essentially SportsCenter,
Okay,
but designed specifically for streaming.
interesting. So how's it different?
It's faster paced, more concise, and you can watch it live or on your own schedule.
Okay.
So whether you catch it at 9 a.m. or 11:45 p.m.,
Okay.
you'll get all the highlights and breaking news you need.
So it's really for diehard and casual fans.
Exactly. I love that they're designing it around those iconic SportsCenter moments like the top 10 plays.
Yeah.
It's like they took everything that was great about SportsCenter and they streamlined it.
For today's world, for sure.
Yes, and it really caters to both diehard and casual sports fans.
Right. The diehards get all the highlights and the breaking news in a really concise 15 to 30-minute format, and then the casual fans can stay in the loop without having to commit to a full hour-long show.
Yeah, and it makes it super accessible.
I agree.
Well, there you have it.
Those are your high-five Disney news stories for today.
I hope you enjoyed those. Be sure to check out more Aloha DIS content for all the latest Disney news.
Yeah, and if you enjoyed these stories, please like and comment on this video and subscribe to Aloha DIS.
Yes, please do that.
All right.
We love hearing from you guys.
With this.
It's really fascinating to see how Disney is using all their different platforms to tell these stories that are all connected.
Like those BDX droids you were just talking about.
Yeah.
They're going to be in the parks and in the new Mandalorian and Grogu film. It's like they're weaving this whole tapestry of storytelling, across all the mediums.
Right. It creates a much richer experience for fans because they can encounter the characters and the stories in so many different ways.
And it just keeps things exciting because you never know where those droids might pop up next.
I know. And speaking of exciting, the Disneyland Paris expansion is huge.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Adding the world of Frozen and the Lion King land is going to be major. I mean, it's a big step towards creating a truly comprehensive Disney experience in Europe.
It's like they're saying, come spend a week with us because there's enough magic here to keep you entertained for days. And they're not wrong.
They're not wrong at all. And they're also offering, wider range of attractions and experiences. So it really appeals to a broader audience.
I'm sold. I'm booking my flight to Paris right now. But before I do, I want to touch on the technological advancements that they're showcasing, especially in that nighttime show.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, those lasers and those drones are next level.
It's mind-blowing, isn't it? It makes you think, what are they going to come up with next? Will we see projection mapping on an even grander scale, or maybe interactive elements where the audience can participate?
Interactive elements. Ooh, I like where you're going with this. Imagine if you could control the drones with your phone or something like that.
That would be amazing.
Can you imagine?
It would totally blur the lines between reality and fantasy, and it would make the whole experience even more magical.
Okay, now I'm getting ahead of myself.
Right.
But it is exciting to think about how Disney will continue to innovate and surprise us in the future.
For sure, for sure. Okay, so back to those new shows. I'm really curious to see how they incorporate music into Coven Academy. Because, Tim Federle, he has a knack for creating those really catchy tunes.
Yeah, I think the music is going to be a big highlight. I mean, it's kind of become a signature element of his work, and it's just such a great way to enhance the emotional impact of the story.
Oh, for sure.
Plus, who doesn't love a good Disney Channel-style musical number?
Exactly. It's practically a tradition at this point.
Right. Those traditions are important, especially when it comes to Disney. They have such an incredible history of creating those memorable musical moments. And I'm sure that Coven Academy will be no exception.
I hope they release a soundtrack.
Oh, me too. I would definitely add that to my playlist.
And wouldn't it be cool if they did a live stage show?
Based on Coven Academy.
Based on Coven Academy.
We picture teenage witches singing and dancing their way through a spellbinding adventure.
Disney, if you're listening, make it happen.
I don't know, seriously though. It's amazing to see how Disney is continuing to expand its reach across all these platforms, from the theme parks to streaming and beyond.
It's like they've created this whole multimedia empire, and they're constantly finding new ways to entertain and engage audiences of all ages.
And with all the success of shows like Coven Academy and Vampirina, it's clear that Disney Plus is becoming a major force in the streaming world.
Oh, yeah.
They've really cracked the code for creating content that resonates with kids and adults.
They have, and I mean, with their huge library of classic and original content, it's no wonder they're attracting so many subscribers.
Right, Disney Plus is basically a must-have for any Disney fan. And for sports fans, there's that new SC Plus show.
That's right.
It's a fantastic way to get your daily dose of sports highlights and news.
It is a good time to be a Disney enthusiast.
It is. With all these new developments and expansions, there's really something for everyone to enjoy.
For sure. From thrilling nighttime spectaculars to immersive themed lands and captivating new shows, Disney continues to amaze and inspire.
And with their unwavering commitment to storytelling and innovation, you can expect even more magical experiences in the future.
Speaking of the future, I'm curious, what are your thoughts on the BDX droids and how they're going to appear in the new Mandalorian and Grogu film? Do you think they're going to be helpful allies, or are they going to be these mischievous troublemakers or something else entirely?
That's a great question. It's really hard to say for sure, but, Disney, I feel like they're probably going to surprise us. Maybe they'll be the comic relief, providing some lighthearted moments in this otherwise action-packed film.
Or maybe they'll play a more pivotal role and use their technology to help Mando and Grogu on their mission.
I guess we'll have to wait until 2026 to find out.
Yeah, but in the meantime, we can speculate.
Right. Let our imaginations run wild.
Exactly. That's part of the fun of being a Disney fan.
Yeah.
The anticipation, the speculation, all the endless possibilities.
It's all part of the magic. And speaking of magic, we can't forget about the transformation happening over at Disneyland Paris.
Oh my gosh, Disney Adventure World. It's going to be epic.
It is the world of Frozen and the Lion King land. They're going to be total game changers, attracting even more visitors and solidifying its status as a top tourist destination.
Just imagine stepping into the magical world of Arendelle or venturing into the heart of the Pride Lands. It's going to be an unforgettable experience.
It is. And with the park's dedication to immersive storytelling and that cutting-edge technology that they're using, I have no doubt that these new lands are going to exceed everyone's expectations.
They're raising the bar for theme park experiences.
They are, and I can't wait to see it all come to life.
Me neither. It's going to be a Disney adventure like no other.
Well, that about wraps up this segment of our deep dive into all the latest Disney news.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have from those exciting new shows and attractions to the latest developments in Disney's streaming empire.
It's clear that the magic of Disney is alive and well.
It is. And with their constant pursuit of innovation and storytelling, we can expect even more amazing experiences in the years to come. Now, before we move on to our final thoughts, I want to remind you to check out more Aloha DIS content for all the latest Disney news. And if you enjoy this deep dive, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Aloha DIS.
We appreciate you joining us on this magical journey.
All right, let's move on to our final thoughts for this week's Disney news. All right, so after hearing all that Disney news, what really stood out to you?
You know what really struck me is how Disney is using its different platforms to create those interwoven stories like we talked about before.
Yeah.
The BDX droids appearing in the parks and the Mandalorian and Grogu film.
Right, it's like they're creating this whole Disney tapestry, weaving together all those threads of storytelling through their movies, their shows, and even the theme park experiences.
Exactly, and I think it really does create a much richer experience for the fans because they can encounter these characters in so many different ways.
And it keeps things exciting because you just never know where those BDX droids are going to show up next.
Right.
But zooming out a bit, that Disneyland Paris expansion is a huge step towards creating a really complete Disney experience in Europe.
Absolutely. With the world of Frozen and the Lion King land, they're really offering a wider variety of attractions and experiences.
It's like they're saying, come spend a week with us at Disneyland Paris. There's enough Disney magic to keep you entertained for days. And they're not wrong.
And don't forget about all those technological advancements that they're showcasing, especially in the new nighttime show.
Oh yeah, those lasers and drones are so impressive.
It makes you wonder what kind of immersive spectacles they're going to come up with next,
Right.
Are we going to see projection mapping on an even grander scale, or maybe even interactive elements where the audience can participate in the show?
Whoa, interactive elements. That would be incredible. Imagine using your phone to control the drones during the show.
The possibilities are just endless. It would blur the lines between reality and fantasy, taking the whole experience to another level of immersion.
Okay, I need to calm down. I'm getting carried away with all of these amazing possibilities, but it is really exciting to think about how Disney is going to continue to innovate and surprise us in the future.
To sum it all up, I think Disney is really evolving and adapting to meet the changing demands of audiences all around the world.
They're staying ahead of the curve by embracing those new technologies, expanding into new markets, and creating content that connects with a really diverse range of viewers.
And they're not losing sight of that core Disney magic that made them a global phenomenon in the first place.
Right, the power of storytelling, the unforgettable experiences transporting us to worlds where dreams come true. That's the heart of Disney, and it's why we keep coming back for more, no matter how old we get.
Before we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with one final thought.
Hit me with it.
Okay, so with all these incredible developments, I can't help but wonder, what is Disney's ultimate vision for the future? Are they trying to create a completely interconnected universe where all of their stories and characters seamlessly coexist?
Whoa, a Disney multiverse.
Right, or maybe they're focusing on creating those more personalized interactive experiences that are tailored to each person's individual preferences.
Like imagine a Disney theme park that adapts to your specific interests.
Now, that would be truly revolutionary, a custom Disney adventure just for you.
The possibilities really are endless. I can't wait to see what they come up with next.
Me neither, it's always an adventure with Disney.
Well, that's a wrap for this deep dive into the latest Disney news. We hope you enjoyed it.
If you want more Disney content, please like and comment on this video and subscribe to Aloha DIS.
Mahalo for joining us.